Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, getting ready for university? Maybe you're already knee-deep in textbooks and late-night study sessions. Either way, buckle up because today, we're diving into some hard-hitting truths about university life that I wish I had known earlier. We're talking about the things nobody really tells you, the stuff they leave out of the brochures. Think of this as your unofficial survival guide to navigating the wonderful, weird, and sometimes wild world of higher education. Let's get started. Okay, first up, let's talk about networking. Networking is often misunderstood, especially among students who are just starting out in their academic and professional journeys. It's not just about attending events or shaking hands with strangers. It's about creating meaningful relationships that can help you grow both personally and professionally. I know, it sounds all corporate and intimidating, but trust me on this. The idea of networking can be daunting, especially if you're an introvert or someone who feels out of place in social settings. But the good news is, networking doesn't have to be a formal or stiff process. It's more about being genuine and open to new experiences. Networking in university isn't about schmoozing or collecting business cards. It's about engaging in conversations, sharing ideas, and learning from others. You don't need to have a polished elevator pitch or a stack of business cards ready. Just be yourself and show genuine interest in the people you meet. It's about building genuine connections with people in your field. These connections can be your classmates, professors, or even guest speakers at events. The key is to be authentic and to look for common ground. Whether it's a shared interest in a particular subject or a mutual goal, these connections can be incredibly valuable. Go to those guest lectures, even if they're at 8 a.m. These events are golden opportunities to learn from experts and to meet people who share your interests. Yes, it might be tough to get up early, but the benefits far outweigh the inconvenience. You never know who you might meet or what you might learn. Chat with your professors during office hours, even if you feel a little awkward. Professors are not just there to teach, they can be mentors and guides. They have a wealth of knowledge and experience that can be incredibly beneficial. Don't hesitate to ask questions or seek advice. Building a rapport with your professors can open up many opportunities. You know that old saying, it's not what you know, but who you know? Well, it's partly true. While knowledge and skills are crucial, the connections you make can significantly impact your career. These relationships can provide support, guidance, and opportunities that you might not have access to otherwise. Knowing the right people can open doors to internships, research opportunities, and even job offers after graduation. These connections can serve as references, offer recommendations, and provide insights into the industry. So, take the time to build and nurture these relationships. They can be the key to unlocking your future success. Number 2. The ultimate juggling act. Remember those carefree days of high school where you could procrastinate until the last minute and still pull off an A? Those were the days when life seemed simpler, and the biggest worry was what to wear to the next school dance or how to avoid that dreaded pop quiz in math class. You could spend hours hanging out with friends, playing video games, or just lounging around without a care in the world. The pressure was there, but it was manageable, and you always knew you had a safety net to fall back on. Yeah, those days are gone. Welcome to university, where the stakes are higher, and the safety net is a lot less forgiving. The transition from high school to university can be a shock to the system. Suddenly you're faced with a mountain of responsibilities and expectations. The workload is heavier, the deadlines are tighter, and the margin for error is much smaller. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out, especially when you're trying to balance academics with other aspects of your life. University is a whole different ballgame when it comes to time management. It's not just about showing up to class and doing your homework anymore. You have to be proactive, organized, and disciplined. You need to plan your days, weeks, and even months in advance. You have to juggle multiple assignments, projects, and exams, all while trying to maintain some semblance of a social life. It's a constant balancing act, and it requires a lot of effort and dedication. You've got classes, assignments, maybe a part-time job, and let's not forget about having a social life. It's a lot to handle, and it can be overwhelming at times. But it's also an opportunity to learn and grow. You'll develop important skills like time management, organization, and prioritization. You'll learn how to set goals, manage your time effectively, and stay focused on what's important. And you'll discover that you can handle a lot more than you ever thought possible. It's like trying to juggle flaming bowling pins while riding a unicycle. It may seem impossible at first, but with practice and perseverance, you'll get the hang of it. You'll learn how to balance your academic responsibilities with your personal life, and you'll find ways to make it all work. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And along the way, you'll gain valuable experience and skills that will serve you well in the future. Learning to prioritize your time is crucial. You need to figure out what's most important and focus on that. It's about making smart choices and being efficient with your time. You can't do everything, so you have to decide what's worth your time and energy. This means setting clear goals, breaking tasks down into manageable steps, and staying organized. It also means being flexible and adaptable because things don't always go as planned. Figure out what works best for you, whether it's color-coded planners, productivity apps, or just good old-fashioned to-do lists. Everyone has their own way of staying organized and on top of things. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. Experiment with different tools and techniques until you find what works best for you. And remember, it's okay to ask for help if you need it. There are plenty of resources available to help you succeed, from academic advisors to study groups to online tutorials. So don't be afraid to reach out and take advantage of them. Number 3. Your invisible backpack. University can be an amazing time, but it can also be incredibly stressful. You're constantly bombarded with deadlines, exams, and the pressure to succeed. It's like carrying around an invisible backpack filled with anxieties and worries. And here's the thing, it's okay to not be okay. Don't ignore your mental health. If you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out for help. Talk to a friend, family member, or a mental health professional. There's no shame in asking for support. Number 4, not always the heroes of the story. Now I know we tend to put professors on a pedestal, and don't get me wrong, many of them are brilliant and dedicated educators. They have spent years mastering their subjects, and their passion for their field can be truly inspiring. They often go above and beyond to help their students succeed, offering extra office hours, personalized feedback, and even career advice. But here's the truth, not all professors are created equal. Some may excel in their research but struggle to convey their knowledge effectively in the classroom. They might be brilliant minds, but their teaching methods leave much to be desired. Some might be incredibly passionate about their research but terrible at teaching. They may prioritize their research over their teaching responsibilities, leaving students feeling neglected and unsupported. This can be particularly challenging in courses that are foundational to your field of study. Others might be going through personal challenges that affect their ability to support students. Life happens to everyone, and professors are no exception. They might be dealing with health issues, family problems, or other personal struggles that impact their performance in the classroom. If you find yourself with a professor who isn't as helpful as you'd hoped, don't despair. Seek out mentors elsewhere. The academic world is full of resources and people who are willing to help. Whether it's a teaching assistant, who often have a more hands-on approach and can offer practical advice and support, a different professor in your department who might have a teaching style that resonates better with you, or even a professional in your field. Networking events, internships, and professional organizations can connect you with experienced individuals who can offer guidance and mentorship. Remember, your education is not limited to the classroom. Take advantage of every opportunity to learn and grow, and don't be afraid to seek help when you need it. Number 5, your ticket to the real world. Let's talk about internships for a second. I know, another thing to add to your already overflowing plate. But trust me, internships are worth their weight in gold. Think about it. You spend all this time in class learning theory, but how often do you get to apply it in the real world? Internships give you that hands-on experience that employers crave. They also help you figure out what you like, and equally important, what you don't like in a career. Number 6, the price of higher education. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room: student debt. It's a heavy topic, but one that we need to address. University is expensive, and for many students, taking out loans is the only way to afford it. But here's the thing. Those loans come with a hefty price tag in the form of interest rates and monthly payments long after you graduate. Be mindful of your finances. Explore scholarships, grants, and part-time work options to minimize your debt load. Number 7, not the be-all and end-all. We're conditioned to believe that grades are the ultimate measure of success in university. But here's a secret, they're not. Sure, good grades are important, but they're not the be-all and end-all. Don't get so caught up in chasing A's that you forget to actually learn and grow. Focus on developing critical thinking skills, pursuing your passions, and becoming a well-rounded individual. Number 8. The ebb and flow of university life. University is often touted as the time to make lifelong friends, and while that can certainly happen, it's not always the case. People change, their interests evolve, and sometimes, friendships fade. It's a natural part of life, but it can be painful nonetheless. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and make new connections, even if it feels intimidating at first. You might be surprised at the incredible people you meet along the way. Number 9. A double-edged sword. One of the most exciting things about university is the newfound independence. You're free from the watchful eyes of your parents, free to make your own choices, and free to stay up all night cramming for exams, although I wouldn't recommend it. But here's the catch. With great freedom comes great responsibility. You're responsible for your own schedule, your own finances, and your own well-being. And finally, let's talk about life after university. That's right, graduation isn't the finish line, it's just the starting line of a whole new race. The transition from the structured world of academia to the often chaotic world of work can be a shock to the system. Be prepared for rejection, setbacks, and the realization that you don't have all the answers. But here's the good news. It's also a time of immense growth, opportunity, and the chance to define your own path. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 university truths that I wish I had known earlier. University is a roller coaster of emotions, challenges, and triumphs. It's a time to push yourself, discover your passions, and make memories that will last a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your own university experiences in the comments below. What are some things you wish you had known earlier? Let's keep the conversation going. See you next time.